Proud day to be in Seattle. Look at that. Mount Rainier in the background. You got Safeco Field. You got the ships. It's a beautiful day to be alive and a beautiful day to be an American, too, as we look at the anemometer telling some of the story here in Seattle today at Safeco Field as the Mariners go for the sweep against the Oakland Athletics. Mariners have won the first two games 8-4 and 4-2, and today they sent the new guy, Charlie Furbish, out to get the sweep. Dave Sims along with Mike Blowers. Good to have you with us. Things have gone really nicely here the last couple of days. It's been about the pitching. Blake Bevan in the first game, and then Felix Hernandez last night.
Well, you would think that against the A's, it's pitching, and it has been that way so far in this series. Bevan, I thought, was outstanding. Coming off a start in Boston at Fenway Park where he pitched well, but commanding the strike zone with his fastball, able to mix in a breaking ball and a changeup. His changeup was exceptional. And then the offense, of course. Dustin Ackley, man, he's been something special since he was called up. A triple here, clears the bases. Bases loaded, triple, scores 3 runs for the Mariners. So offensively, things look pretty well. And then Felix, man, coming off another big start in New York City where they needed to break the streak. He was able to do that, came back last night, pitched really well. Ended up giving up 2 earned runs in the game. But how about the newest member from the Tigers, Casper Wells, with his first home run as a Mariner. A big home run instead of a 2-run homer late in the ball game.
He's driven in 3 runs since he's been here. Big hug from the King. Good to see. Now today, another guy who came over from Detroit, Charlie Furbish, he gets his first start. He'll be on account today. Eric Wedge wouldn't say how much, but it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table.
Well, it's going to be him, and then the bullpen will follow for sure. I don't doubt he can go real deep in the game. My guess, and it is just a guess, he'll be somewhere between 60 and 70 pitches. So hopefully he can get through 4, maybe 5 innings with that. We'll see what he has. Good slider out of him. We're going to see it today.
One guy we want to give a tip of the cap to is Jeff Gray. Boy, he turned in a performance out of the bullpen. He's been really solid his last 5-6 outings.
He is the guy that has taken over David Pauly's spot, it looks like, in the bullpen, so he's going to pitch late in games. He gets a strikeout as he hits Suzuki with the pitch. But fastball at 95 and a good split.
A's and the Mariners coming up. Mariner Baseball, glad you're with us, everybody. First pitch straight ahead.
brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. By Quest. Quest is becoming CenturyLink. CenturyLink, your link begins here. Find out more at CenturyLink.com/link. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, inviting you into the mind of comedian Carlos Mencia this Saturday night. For tickets, go to EmeraldQueen.com. Welcome back. Salmon trying to get somewhere right here. The summer, yeah, we're trying to get to Mariners baseball right here. We're trying to find out what that is. The glare from the sun hindering our vision. It's Brad Adam and Bill Kruger with you out here in the pen, presented by Root Sports. And so far, Bill, the Mariners won the first 2 games of the set. We've talked about it. It's things going their way. Finally getting some breaks and some unusual plays, starting with Brendan Ryan. This happens in Little League, right?
I guess. I'd never seen anything quite like this, but 1 out in the first inning. Ryan hits one in the hole. Sogard trying to make the play to first. Of course, Sizemore, the third baseman, coming over to make the play. And Ryan, this is the interesting thing. He pre-scripted this thought that he could possibly move up on a ball in the hole.
And then he just has to beat the third baseman back to third. So
that's how far people were out of position, but I think that's the most impressive thing was his thinking.
And then here, Dustin Ackley, going to be a triple, but a fan reaches out. Not just any fan, Bill. Number 51 himself, or a lookalike, a good lookalike.
You blink, maybe you think Ichiro's down there for some popcorn and a hot dog between innings, but not too happy about that as he got removed from the game.
That's right, and then the 8th inning is a big play. Suzuki strikes out on a ball that hits him.
That's a double hurt, the strikeout and the seams, blazed into your chest.
Exactly, so not good for the A's, but an interesting night. See something new every night here at the ballpark. It's an afternoon affair. It's Gonzalez, it's Furbush. Mariners and A's on the way next on Root Sports.
Hiram Chittenden Locks at Ballard, Washington, on a day that dialed up for baseball fans and outdoors people here in the greater Seattle area. Glad you're with us for Mariners baseball. It's the Mariners and the A's as the Mariners try to get a sweep of these Oakland Athletics. Mariners playing some good ball of late. They've won 3 of 4 of their last 6. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers with you as the Mariners take the field here on this glorious Wednesday afternoon. Just fabulous. Couldn't beat it. The wind coming in from left field. Let's see how much of a factor that'll be today. But right now, let's take a look at the Oakland lineup that Charlie Furbush will face.
For manager Bob Melvin, it'll be Weeks and Crisp. You want to keep them off the bases. They will run if they get the opportunity. Matsui, he's been the hot hitter. 3 hits in last night's ball game. Willingham, Jackson, Sizemore with a 2-run homer, hitting 6 tonight. Rosales, Sweeney, and Landon Powell, the backup catcher, will hit ninth. Charlie Furbish, take a look at his numbers. 33 and a third innings for him. 15 walks, 26 strikeouts. See how far he can go today, getting an emergency start for the Mariners. Defense behind him. Hallman gets the start out in left field. Gutierrez in center. Ichiro the DH today, so Wells will play right. Wilson to start at third base. Ryan and Ackley up the middle. Mike Karp at first. And Josh Barr doing the catching. So a lot of changes on the defense in this afternoon's ball game.
Charlie Furbish, 25-year-old left-hander, born and still lives in South Portland, Maine. Missed the 08 season with a left elbow strain. Went 6-7 at Lakeland in 09, and then in a year ago was at Lakeland, Erie, and Toledo, combined to go 8-9. And his teammate over in Detroit, Casper Wells, they came over together in a trade last week. Casper described him as deceptive, especially on left-handers. Really slings the ball across his body, and he's got a very good slider. Another note today, third baseman for the Mariners, former all-star shortstop of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Jack Wilson, making his major league debut at third base. Jack, since coming over, has played shortstop here, and then for the first time in his career played at second base. And now here he is at third, and we haven't seen him in action since last Saturday. First pitch from Furbish is a ball in right field. Casper Wells, he says he likes playing out there. Ichiro DHing today. Casper says he loves throwing guys out, so let's see if he gets an opportunity here today. And in left field, Greg Hallman. Good to see Greg back in the lineup. We haven't seen him since last Wednesday in New York. And Josh Bard getting a chance to play. So Eric Wedge using his entire roster as this one popped up, playable. Mike Karp, who came up as a first baseman, more of an outfielder now, makes the play. One down as Jemile Weeks is retired. 66 degrees. And the wind out of the west at 5 miles per hour.
As you look at the Oakland A's and their offense, the lineup, I think it's going to be critical to get Weeks and Crisp out today. They can run. They'll run any chance that they get. They steal a lot of bases, 44 stolen bases between the two of them. And you also have the hottest hitter in the league right now, hitting third in Matsui. Since the All-Star break, he's been unconscious. And again, 3 more hits for him last night.
And all of them hit hard. 0-1. Good fastball. Mike Everett, home plate umpire. Chris Guccione at first, Mike Malinsky at second, and Mike Winters at third. Dropped by Bard on that foul tip. Charlie Furbish out of South Portland, Maine. Portland, one of the major cities in the Black Bear State.
It's a good fastball for Furbish. 92 miles an hour. Mixing a slider and a changeup. I think Eric Wedge would be thrilled if he gets 5 innings out of him today.
All 2 strikes. Sun could be a factor today. Ackley checking the sun. Outfielders checking it. 1-2. Popped up. Wells, long run towards the line. He's there. Nice catch.
Got a chance to see him play some left field. And watching him run from home to first, he can cover some ground. Wells, good looking athlete. Has to go a long ways. This ball in foul territory. He'll learn quickly that it will come back to you. Almost overran it.
Likes to throw people out. Looking forward to see his arm from right field. Well, here's Matsui. We saw him, let's see, July 4-5 in the Mariners in Oakland. Mariners took 2 out of 3 there. Last time the Mariners took a series. Boy, he was around 205. He's up to 264. He has just been ringing the bell on a regular basis since then. Hideki hitting .485 in the 17 games since the All-Star break. That leads the major leagues. 2-0. That one hit pretty well center field, but Gutierrez backs up a few steps. He's there, and Charlie Burbidge has a clean first inning. Day baseball here in Seattle at Safeco Field. Glad to have you aboard. No score for Oakland. The Mariners coming to bat. Last 53 games, but we've seen him do it before. Let's take a look at the rest of the lineup that will be facing Gio Gonzalez.
Hitting second, talk of the town, Brendan Ryan with his base running last night in the first inning. Ackley, the hot hitter, hitting .312 coming into the game. Mike Karp had a double, drove in a couple of runs in last night's game. And then Casper Wells moves up. He's going to hit fifth. 2-run homer for him. Gutierrez, Bard Wilson, and Greg Hallman will hit ninth. Gio Gonzalez, one of the better left-handers in this league. He has struggled in his last two outings. I think the Mariners need to be a little bit patient. Sounds like he's been all over the place with his fastball.
Take advantage of that and the fact that the Athletics are next to last in defense in the American League as Ichiro looks at strike one. Good buddy John Hickey, blogger and writer and a longtime baseball writer, says Ichiro in the last 53 games of the season has picked up the 81 hits. So let's see if he can do it again this year. That's where we are right now. 53 games to go and he needs 81 to get the 200 hits for the 11th consecutive year. Got some work to do. Flip to left field. Willingham's there. One out.
Take a look at the rest of the defense for the A's. In center field, it'll be Coco Chris. Ryan Sweeney is in right. On the infield, Sizemore gets to start at third. Rosales just recalled to be the shortstop. Weeks and Jackson on the right side of the infield, and the backup catcher, Landon Powell, will be behind the plate this afternoon.
Well, here's the guy at the dish right now that Eric Wedge calls a cult hero. Nobody's seen the deal he pulled last night. And I talked to Ryan before the game today. I said, dude, well, that was fabulous. You ever do that before? Yeah, I've done it, and we've seen him do it here in Detroit. He gets down to first base, and as he turns around, he sees, oh, my God, there's nobody covering second base. So let me act like I'm going to first. Let me act like I'm going to first. Then he bolts, and he sees Coco Crisp. He's the only other guy that sees that he's making this move. He beats Coco. And then when Coco sees it, he's about 3/4 of the way there. He peels off Coco to start to go back to center field. Ryan looks up and says, there's nobody at third. Bang, he's gone again. And it worked out beautifully for him. He said the only guy that was paying attention was Coco Crisp, and he was too far out of the picture to do anything. Finds a whole base hit on a 2-1 count.
I think the other key to that is take a look at it, but watch Sogard, the shortstop. He goes over in the hole to make the play, so he's already moving. The third baseman stops as he throws the ball across the diamond. No play, so Jackson holds it. And watch him put his head down. There you go. That's the key right there. Head down. Brendan Ryan takes off. There's the third baseman trying to cover up at second, and the shortstop still out of the play. Coco Crisp, as you mentioned, standing out at shortstop, disgusted with the whole thing.
Talk about having a front row seat to that debacle for Coco Crisp. Worked that beautifully for the Mariners, as does this. Base hit by Ackley. Getting used to saying that. First and third Mariners with one out here in the first. Another guy became a cult hero here in Seattle. Ackley 1 for 3 yesterday. Got the triple.
And take a look at it. Fastball in on his hands, fights it off into right field. It's an easy read for Brendan Ryan, who goes from first to third on the play.
Brings up Mike Carp. Got his batting average up to 279. 1 for 2 yesterday. Drove in 2 runs with a double in the first.
Another one of the keys to the Mariners having an opportunity to sweep the A's is their pitching has been good, but offensively they've scored early. In the first game they scored 5 runs in the second. Yesterday they had 2 runs in the first on a double by Mike Carp to drive in a couple of runs.
A little outside, 2-0. Mike Carp. Gio Gonzalez came over to the A's January of 08. Along with Faustino De Los Santos, who we saw last night, Ryan Sweeney. For Nick Swisher. Swisher now with the Yankees. 2-0. This lineup providing some versatility for Eric Wedge. Clark came up as a first baseman. You know, Justin Smoke has got thumb injuries. He injured his right thumb on a ground ball last night. He's already got the bad left thumb, so Clark can play first. Give Adam Kennedy a day off. It's all bandaged up. 2-1 to Carp. Ground ball to Rosales, to Weeks for 1. Over to Jackson. And they get the double play, and that'll turn away the Mariners in the first inning. They do get a couple of hits. No score here after 1. Sunshine today. Little Princess having some fun. Hey, the Red Sox, they're coming to town August 12th through the 14th. Make sure you're here. Eat your own. Felix and the Mariners meet David Ortiz, Adrian Gonzalez, and the Sox. Get a big summer weekend of baseball right here at Safeco Field. Get your tickets at Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. That's a good sign. Fans still streaming into the ballpark as we are in the top of the second inning now. Josh Willingham, Connor Jackson, Scott Sizemore, 4, 5, and 6 for the A's. It's Charlie Furbish. Well hit, high and deep, and it is going to hook. Foul. Upper tank by Willingham. Long strike. Blue Angels practicing for this weekend. It's great to see the pilots, many of the pilots, here yesterday along with their maintenance crew. They got plenty of lift and separation here.
Yep. Furbish trying to get ahead of him with a first pitch fastball. Upper deck, but foul. Long strike.
Jack Wilson dives. First play as a third baseman in the big leagues. Nicely done by Jack Wilson. An all-star at Pittsburgh at shortstop. That's his first play in the big leagues as a third baseman. A beauty.
Well, changed positions, never done it. May as well have some fun with it. And he makes a spectacular play in his first effort. Gets up quickly, has plenty of arm as a shortstop. That won't be a problem for him over at third.
Well done. Very good athlete. Just watch him dribble. He and Felix in the clubhouse. Playing soccer ball, dribbling and showing off and getting a little quickness exercises. Connor Jackson takes a strike. Jack's had a nice career. He's not had the run he'd like here at Seattle, but he's been valuable in the time he has been in there. Good to see him make that first play. Get it out of the way.
And Jack is having conversation with Brendan Ryan. One of the things that will help Jack a lot is if Brendan lets him know when Furbish is going to throw his slider to the right-handed hitters, because typically they're going to pull it down the line. So he can cheat a little bit towards the line, expecting the ball to come his way.
Only 2 strikes.
Like that.
Really got toasted. Still 1-2. A lot of communication. 1-2.
Another one. Yeah, see, look at all the pitches. And it's a pretty simple thing. Brendan will just, well, hey, Jack, here we go. And then he'll know. And they usually give it to him late as the pitcher starts in his windup, because you don't want to give it away early.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Charlie Furbish, Tigers' 4th round pick, June '07. Swing and a miss. Gone is Jackson on an off-speed pitch for a strikeout for Charlie Furbish.
So he goes with a changeup. Off the plate away. Jackson takes a hack at it, trying to protect himself. That pitch is well off the plate, though. Good arm speed on his changeup.
2 down. Scott Sizemore. About the at-bat this kid had last night. 3rd time up against Felix. First 2 times up, he struck out looking on 1-2 pitches. He goes full count in the 7th and hits a 2-run homer straight away center field on a line. And Felix turned around, said the same thing we all said was, wow. Thing couldn't have been more than about 17, 18 feet in the air. 2-1.
That's what surprised all of us, I think. You take a look at the pitch. He hits it hard to center field. Thought maybe Gutierrez was going to have a play on it, and it disappears into the bushes over the center field fence.
Drive to center. Gutierrez takes care of it. And the A's have been taken care of by Charlie Furbish. Through 2. 6 up, 6 down. No score.
by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here at Safeco Field. Can't beat that, a dad and son sharing some time at a baseball game. Americana at its best. Bottom of the second inning. Here's Casper Wells to lead it off. Bouncing ball goes foul. Wells 4 for 11, a home run and 3 RBIs as a Mariner so far, and this is a big one last night. Game winner. Turned on that pitch. Rode it out of here. And that was the cushion that Felix Hernandez and the Mariners needed big time. That came with 2 outs and a runner on in the 6th. Make it 4-0. The A's would come back with 2 spot of their own in the 7th. Big pitch there by Gio Gonzalez. Gio's got good numbers against the Mariners. 5-1, 8 starts, 10 games total. Swing and a miss, and Wells is gone. First strikeout for Gonzalez.
Best fastball we've seen from him so far. The last fastball, 95 miles an hour. He can rush it up there. And for Gonzalez, he struggled in his previous 2 starts. Mariners had a first and third situation with 1 out in the first. He'd like to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, they hit into a double play to end the inning. But we've seen enough of him as you take a look at his numbers against the Mariners. 5-1 record, ERA just over 3.
He's done most of that damage down in Oakland, where he's 4-0 with a 2.93. Here at Safeco Field, 1-1 with a 3.34. The hitter now, Franklin Gutierrez. Progress being made. He's over the Mendoza line. He's at 202. Rounds one down to Sizemore. Goes across to Jackson for the second out. Friday, August 12th, Mariners and Red Sox open a big 3-game series. You can donate your old cell phone and accessories to the Verizon Wireless Hope Line cell phone drive to support local shelters and victims of domestic violence. Collection boxes, they're going to be all around at all the gates, as well as guest service locations here at Safeco Field. 2 outs here in the second. Josh Bard be the hitter. First action since last Saturday. 233 hitter with a homer and 4 runs batted in. Gotta pay attention down there. Josh Bard, really good team guy. Well respected on this ball club. And good to have him back since being recalled, about a month ago now?
Yeah, it's about a month. He does a good job. It's one of the toughest jobs to have in the big leagues as a backup catcher. Olivo, tough to get him out of the lineup. He wants to play every day, and that's what you want out of your starting catcher. But unfortunately, that means Josh plays once a week. It's tough to stay sharp when you're hitting, and you still have to handle the pitching staff when you get your opportunity.
One, 2.
Here early in the game, Gonzalez looks like he has a better feel for his changeup than his breaking ball. He has a plus breaking ball, but right now he can't find the strike zone with it.
Got him looking. Bard knew it. Strike 3 call. 1-2-3 inning in the second. Second K of the day for Gio Gonzalez in this scoreless ball game. In Seattle, time for our AT&T trivia question. Let's check this out. August 3rd, 2002. Edgar Martinez ties the Major League record, recording 3 of these in one game. Sac flies, double plays, ground rule doubles, and hit by pitch. Were you here on that day, Mr. Blowers?
2002, I was probably here. I'm going to go with A.
This one skied.
This is where the sun can be a problem. Jack looks like he has it.
Right off the bat of Adam Rosales. 1 out. Sac flies. You going to ride that one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one.
I'll ride. You know, I'll ride with it. Come on. Saddle up.
As you take a look at him battling the sun, he has it all the way.
Strike 1 to Ryan Sweeney. 298 hitter. Home run. 16 runs batted in. Sweeney 2 for 3 last night. That's that slider and that slinging across his body that Casper Wells was talking about that makes Furbish so tough on left-handers. 2 strikes. Got him. Nice pitch by Charlie Furbish. 8 up, 8 down for Charlie. Second strikeout.
No chance on this slider. Well located, off the plate away.
So 2 outs to the 9-hole hitter, backup catcher Landon Powell. Switch hitter. Powell, well thought of in the A's clubhouse, just like Josh Bard for his role. This is his 28th game. Furbish being aggressive. It's working out quite well.
He has a good fastball. His fastball's been around 92 miles an hour.
0-2 to Powell. Gutierrez will take care of this. So once through the order, not a blemish for Charlie Furbish in his first Mariners start through 3. Scoreless ball game. What's this? Nah, I can't see. Hey, lady, put that umbrella down. Strike 2 to Jack Wilson. Tom Simons will keep us up to speed on that drama. Jumps on a curveball down the line, fair ball, leave it alone, fans, they do. Wilson will hold. Nice recovery by Willingham. Jack Wilson in his first game as a big league third baseman. Gets a single on an 0-2 pitch.
Take a look at it. Hits it hard down the line on a breaking ball. Hooks it right inside the bag. Unfortunately, there's that little corner that sticks out, and it hits that. And ricochets right back out into the field of play to the left fielder.
Jack Wilson's aboard. The hitter's Greg Holman in his first start since last Wednesday in New York. Looks at strike 1. All 1 to Greg.
Jack Wilson has good speed. If he tries to steal second base, he'll go on the first movement from Gonzalez. He won't try to read him. He'll just take off the minute he moves.
Jack's 5 out of 6 in base stealing this year. Way outside, 2-1.
Mariners have good speed in their lineup today. Ichiro, Bryant, Ackley all run. You have Wells, Gutierrez, Wilson, and Hallman. These will take advantage of that, put the game in motion.
Why not? Good lead by Jack. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Greg Holman, another one of the young Mariners. Great personality. Boy, if he could ever get things going, he's a guy that fans are really latch on to, like Ryan and Ackley. Look forward to seeing the other kids, particularly the guys that Jack Zarincek and staff have obtained over the last week. 2-2. There goes Wilson. He got him hung up. Connor Jackson's throw in time got him.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. First move, Jack just guessed wrong on this one. Gonzalez ends up coming to first. Take a look at it. He takes off right away, and Jackson's able to get the ball down. Good tag by Rosales. Gets him right on the heel of his cleat. Gonzalez almost handcuffed Jackson as he was coming off of first base. A little bit of a bobble, and Jack Wilson may have been able to beat it.
1 out. 2-2 count to Greg Holman. They're going to breaking ball. 2 outs. Third strikeout for Gio Gonzalez. 2 down. And August 3rd, 2002, Edgar Martinez tied the big league record for recording 3 of these in one game. I'm riding with Mike on sacrifice flies. Fans went with ground rule. Double survey says. Way to get me through there, partner. Thanks a lot for the ride. 11th player to accomplish the feat in the first 4 innings. Wow, but 12-4 game. Well, the kids are chirping big time with Ichiro up. A lot of campers here. And they get rewarded. Base hit. Well, Ichiro with the single. That's his 120th hit.
And a solid base hit as he pulls the ball through the hole on the right side.
80 to go for each row to get 200. He gets really hot. He could do it. He had 92 hits his last 53 games early in his Mariner years. Ryan with a base hit to left. First at bat. 4 hits for the Mariners. Two and 0. Mariners won the first game 8-4. Second game 4-2. Good pitching both games. Blake Bevan throws a very nice game, 6 2/3 to win that game on Monday night, and Felix comes back and gets the W last night. 3-0 to Ryan. So the umbrella, how's it affecting folks in the, that looks like upper deck left field. It is. It is one large umbrella. Yeah, hold a party.
Sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy it.
A party under that thing. 4-pitch walk for Ryan. And 2 on, 2 out here for the Mariners.
Dustin Ackley comes to the plate. He had a base hit his first time up.
First walk in the ball game. Breaking ball misses. Good wheels out there. Ichiro and Ryan. It's fastball for strike.
Dallas topping out at 95 miles an hour.
You were talking about earlier, Gonzalez not being able to have real good command of that breaking ball.
Doesn't appear to be a sharp breaking ball either. It's just kind of spinning up there. He left that one well off the plate.
Down low, good count here for Ackley. 3-1. 2 on, 2 out. Young man's been outstanding. Mike Carp, he's on deck. Ackley third, Carp fourth. That was a formula down at Tacoma for a lot of last year. 3-1 pitch.
He had a good pitch to hit. Middle of the plate. And this last pitch pitches up and in the middle of the plate. Just can't quite get on top of it.
Payoff pitch. Runners go. Strike 3 called. That'll do it for the Mariners in the third. They get a couple of hits, leave 2 on, don't score. Zeros on the board here at Safeco Field. he's doing. And it's not caused the problem, thank goodness. Good to have all these good people here at the ballpark today. As we begin the second time around through the order for the Athletics, 9 up, 9 down for Charlie Furbush in his first Mariners start, second appearance. It's coming over from Detroit. Weeks fouled out to the first baseman Mike Carp in his first at bat. Good formula for Charlie. Work quickly, throw strikes. Breaking ball's been good.
And again, critical to get the first two hitters out in Weeks and Crisp. Want to make them earn their way on.
Time call. Wilson, Ryan, Ackley, and Carp, the Mariner infield. Hallman, Gutierrez, and Wells in the outfield. Jack Wilson, his first big league start at third. Good bender.
He has done a great job of getting that pitch under the hands of the right-handed hitters. He hasn't left them out over the plate where they can handle it. And again, I think for him, he's surprised me even with his fastball. He stays in that 90, 92 mile an hour range. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Weeks in Powell, a couple of switch hitters in the lineup today for Oakland. 2-2. Other day game action here in Major Leagues. Atlanta 6-4 leading at Washington. That's in the top of the ninth. Milwaukee 9-5 at home against St. Louis. That's in the seventh. Swung on and missed. Weeks goes down swinging. Third strikeout for Charlie Furbush. He's got 10 up, 10 down.
Another breaking ball. These hitters have not been able to square that pitch up. Again, I think he throws enough fastballs. He throws them inside that you have to respect it. His location on his breaking ball has been excellent so far in the game.
Jack Wilson, another diving play. Settles, throws, and got him. Coco Crisp, important second out. Jack made a diving play to Rob Willingham with a base hit, leading off the second.
And that was on the breaking ball. You could see him cheating towards the line a little bit. Ball ends it back to his left, but makes a great diving play on it. You're regarded as one of the better shortstops in the game. You can handle play over third. It's not a problem. Making it look easy, isn't he?
Sure is. He was a great athlete, great soccer player, fast runner. Matsui looks at a strike. Hideki, first time up, fly to center. Boy, these 2 games plus giving Gutierrez a lot of work. Here, Mike Everton just outside, 1-1. Gutierrez with 3 putouts already today. 2 nights ago he had 8. Strike 2. Nice assortment of pitches, and he's got command of them today. No problem. That Charlie Furbush, everybody. Through 4. He's getting it done. 12 up, 12 down. Mariners coming up. It'll be Carp, Wells, and Gutierrez. 12 up, 12 down through the first 4. Makes for an interesting conversation in that dugout, Mike, between Eric Wedge and pitching coach Carl Willis, because Furbush clearly on a count. Wedge would not say what the number was, but here's Carp dumping one just beyond the reach of the shortstop, Rosales, for a base hit. So now you're thinking, wait a minute, this guy's dealing, and I got him on a count.
You have to have him on the count, though. Young pitcher, yeah, I understand.
But, wait a minute, he's really throwing a heck of a ball game here.
Eric's already covered himself. He's on a count. He's going to stick to it.
Hey, kid, you're out. I don't care what you got rolling here.
Oh, you want to be able to pitch again, don't you?
Boy, oh boy. Is it Doug Fister? He goes today for Detroit. That's a 4:05 West Coast time start. Jasper Wells shows bunt, and Eric Bedard goes on Thursday for Boston. And if he stays on that schedule, we would see him in the Sunday series finale when Boston comes to town. It'll be interesting seeing Bedard go against these guys.
That would be.
I'll tell you what else is going to be interesting too. Whether he wins or loses, first time he has that media scrum in Boston. If he starts giving 1- and 2-word answers there,
that'll be tomorrow, right?
We'll be able to probably read about it when we get on the bus tomorrow. As well as
Oh, man.
So what's your forecast on that one, big fella? Eric Bedard and the Boston media.
I hope he pitches well. How's that for an answer?
Oh, for the sake of humanity.
Yeah, I hope he pitches well.
Wells got a 3-1 count. Struck out on a 2-2 pitch. First time up. Gio Gonzalez has struck out 4, walked 1, given up 5 hits. Kid is on deck. Pop back this way.
Good to see David Paul. He was able to get in the game yesterday. 2/3 of an inning. He did give up 1 hit, but that was all. And so he's happy to get that first outing out of the way.
3-2 here to Wells. Carpet first with a leadoff base hit, not a fast runner. Look out. Oh, brother.
They're all flying down there.
It's on in a hurry. Kevin Edmondson on a camera. Way to go, Kev. That's it, baby. You escaped one. The 3-2 pitch.
Casper's had a couple of fastballs to handle. Hasn't been able to square it up yet. Gonzalez is a good fastball. Left-hander. He'll top out at 95 miles an hour.
Nobody out. Carpet first. Payoff pitch to Wells. Outside. Mariners have 2 on. Garcia and Gonzalez. He's worked his walk his second hitter. First and second. Nobody out. Hey, we take a look at the Mariners calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Travel day late tomorrow. Go down to Anaheim and then to the cauldron that is Arlington, Texas. Temperatures have been in the 100+ range for the last, about 2-3 weeks. The Mariners will get some before coming back from Boston and Toronto. And Thursday's a beautiful thing in the month of August. Here's Goody grounded out to third base. His first at bat. Shows bunt, gets it down. Gonzalez has to play at first. Gets it done, as does Gutierrez, as he moves the runners up with the sacrifice. Job well done by Gutierrez, his third sacrifice of the year.
So many times pitchers predetermine where they're going to throw the ball. I think if Gonzalez had actually taken the time to take a good look at third, he had a chance to get the lead runner. Ball bunted back out towards the mound. The Mariners now get the runner in scoring position, a couple of runners in scoring position. See if they can take advantage of it. Bard getting a chance to drive in a couple of runs. Looks like the A's will leave the middle of their infield back. So they will give up a run for an out if Josh can hit a ground ball somewhere up the middle of the diamond.
Nice job on a sacrifice by Gutierrez. Second and third for Bard here. One out. Josh took the called third strike, his first out. Good look from the fair pole in left field.
One of the things I like about Josh too is because he is a backup catcher and he plays once a week and he's aware of that, he goes up hacking. He is aggressive. I think you need to be that way. You can't wait for a perfect pitch to hit all the time.
That's one of the things Eric White said about Brendan Ryan. Ryan started out the season here with the Mariners just trying to be too perfect. Now he's just going to have to hit it hard some. Not trying to, perfect.
You can see that change in him when he's taking his batting practice now. He's trying to drive balls into the gap and hit them as hard as he can, and he takes that into the game.
1-1 to Josh Bard. Up the middle. Makes Mike Malinsky, the second base umpire, skip some rope. Coming around for the second run is Wells, as Josh Bard has delivered a 2-run single. And the Mariners have a 2-0 lead here in the fourth. RBIs 5 and 6 for Josh. Boy, that was smoke through the middle past Gonzalez. Mike Malinsky, who's a local guy, the second base umpire, had to skip some rope to get out of the way.
The sacrifice pays off. It's a breaking ball that he hits hard past the pitcher. Gonzalez probably feels like he should have made the play. I don't think so, because it was hit on the button. Casper Wells had to wait a second to see if Gonzalez was going to catch it, then he scores easily. Coco Chris, the center fielder, does not throw well.
Here's Jack Wilson. Mariners score first in this contest. 2 RBIs for Bard. Still 1 out with Bard at first base now. 2-0.
Josh is not taking any chances with his lead. I can tell you that at first. I think everybody knows he's not going anywhere. .62 pitches now for Gonzalez.
3-0 to Jack Wilson. Back with a strike. Holman's on deck. Look at that blue sky. Beautiful. Jack give himself a well-rounded day. Here's made 2 sparkling plays at third. Strikes out here. Hey, Ichiro's done it again. Number 51 has designed a t-shirt for the first 20,000 Mariner fans to take home Friday, August 12th, when the Mariners take on the Boston Red Sox. Don't miss this unique giveaway. It's designed, tested, and approved by Ichiro himself. For tickets, go to mariners.com/tickets. 2 outs for Greg Holman. Struck out on a breaking ball, and Gonzalez started with one here. Strikeout of Wilson is 5th KO of the day. Gonzalez. One, two. Two to Hallman. Greg really seeing how much different it is up here at the big leagues from AAA.
He is, and it's tough. He's not getting consistent playing time. He looks like he's starting to get in between on the pitches. Tardy on the fastball, not recognizing the breaking ball.
Strike 3 called. Half a dozen strikeouts for Gio Gonzalez. The good news, sacrificed by Gutierrez moves him in the scoring position. Bard scores him with a base hit. It's 2-0 Mariners.
Against the Oakland A's. Hi, friends. Andrew Mentic here at the Northwest Sports Desk. College football, no lockouts, nothing like that. They're on schedule and ready to get going this week. The Cougars hold their first workout on Sunday, while the Huskies and the Beavers both get started on Monday. Get the lowdown on your favorite Northwest team by watching the Pac-12 football preview show on Root Sports Thursday, August 11th. This is our Sterling Savings Bank check around the world of Northwest sports. And by the way, among those you'll hear from Husky running back Chris Polk, Cougar coach Paul Wolf, and Oregon's Chip Kelly. Dave?
All right, Angie, thank you. 1-1 to Josh Willingham. Leading off here in the 5th. Blue Angels continue their maneuvers, getting ready for Sioux Fair. A great show they put on. Charlie Furbush, first Mariners start. 12 up, 12 down. 3 strikeouts, no walks.
And he has done it with a well-located fastball at 91, 92 miles an hour. A great slider. We've heard a lot about it, and we're seeing it today.
An aggressive pounding inside, too, just like Blake Bevan was, too, a couple of nights ago.
48 pitches for Charlie. You look at what he's done this year on his pitch counts. I don't see him getting past 70, would be my guess.
2-2.
A few changeups we've seen from Charlie. Next pitch will be number 50 for him.
2-2. So full count to Willingham. Robbed by Jack Wilson his first time up after he'd hit a long foul ball upper deck left field. Payoff pitch. Back on the grass on the left side. Pitch. Popped it up. Playable. Carp got the sunglasses on. He's there. 13 up and 13 down for Charlie Furbush. Boy, that's a beauty. A helicopter attack ship making its way in. Got the hovercraft on the left-hand side. Some great pictures from right here at the ballpark at Safeco Field.
Spectacular day today. You look out over the water.
Yeah, because, Mike, it's going to be a heat index of 110 when we get to Texas. 104, 101, and 101 the expected temperature Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Heat index at $110.
Air conditioning. That's all I can tell you, Dave.
Yours will be at 9 on the 10 scale. Fly ball left field deep. Hallman, track. Got room.
Oh.
Off the fence.
Off his glove
and
off
off
the
his
fence.
glove. There goes the perfect game. So a two-base hit for Connor Jackson. Breaks up the perfect first 13 for Charlie Furbush.
Take another look at it. Ball is going to carry. It's a nice day here, and he gets the barrel to it, hits it high. It looks like Hallman has a chance to catch it.
Hit the fence before he got the glove.
Hit the top of the fence, it looked like.
Yeah, he got no glove at all. Hit the top of the fence.
So fortunate that actually came back into the field to play.
Yeah, they're going to go take a look at that one. Check the video.
I thought initially that it went off of his glove.
So did I, yeah. They clearly got the top of the fence.
And they're going to go take a look.
But how about Charlie Furbush? Retires the first 13 men that he faces, strikes out 3. Here come the Blue Angels again. Can hear him.
Well, he's been impressive today. I have to believe he was a little bit nervous coming into the ballpark, getting this daytime start for him.
Josh Lukey starting to throw in the Mariner pen right now. Chris Guccione out there chatting with Josh Bard and Charlie Furbush. I'm very impressed by what Furbush has done. I mean, it's not a guy it's not a guy we've heard a heck of a lot about.
No, and again, he dealt with an injury and was limited on what he was able to do. And this year, pitching out of the bullpen for the most part with the Tigers, didn't know what to expect. Looks like the umpire saw the same thing that we did.
Two-base hit for Connor Jackson. One out, runner at second. Scott Sizemore is the hitter. And Josh Lukey is up and throwing. Hallman been able to make a catch there. I'll talk to Rick Wedge after the game. I wonder what he was thinking. Kid's got a perfect game going. I got it on the count. I know he's going to lift him, but you know he's thinking. He says, "Hey, Carl, he says, hey, Skip,
you hope that he finishes the inning right where that pitch count is at, because you do not want to have to go out there and take the ball from him."
Absolutely not. Again, such is the nature of baseball. Geez, I've never seen this kid pitch, and here he is throwing a perfecto. Down at first base. Strike 1 and 2.
He has been throwing a lot of strikes. 57 pitches, 41 strikes for him.
up Josh Bart, it seemed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sizemore flew out to center field his first at bat. Jumped on that one. Fair ball. Oakland's got a run on the board. 2-1. Digging for second and getting there easily is Scott Sizemore. 2-1 ball game. Back-to-back doubles.
Sizemore with a home run last night, driving a couple of runs, and he drives in another one here. Hits it hard down into the corner, so it's back-to-back doubles for the A's. Carl Willis coming out of the dugout.
Check out our CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Both guys doing a nice job here. That double for Sizemore produces his 30th run batted in. Don't you love it? The Navy, everybody's out on the rail. There's a ship coming into port. I remember seeing, what was that? Operation Sail. Yeah, celebrating the bicentennial in '76 back in New York, and you had every kind of ship imaginable coming in. That was way cool. From all over the world, too. Two-1 ball game now. Adam Rosales. No advancement. Charlie Furbish retires the first 13 men that he faces. Gives up back-to-back doubles, and the A's are on the board now. It's 2-1. Josh Bard put the Mariners in front. Bottom of the 4th with a 2-run single.
Still has a good fastball. Last one at 90 miles an hour. There you go. He's giving just the 2 hits and the 1 run. Back-to-back doubles.
Center field. Mr. Gutierrez. There's a throw to third. Got him as he overslid. Nicely done. Jack Wilson stayed with it. Fine throw from Franklin Gutierrez. They get a double play. A's, though, get on the board. Couple of hits. They break up the perfect game effort by Charlie Furbish. Connor Jackson. Make that Scott Sizemore going in. Overslid the bag, and Jack Wilson stayed right on it. Battle Rosales, nice throw by Gutierrez and Jack Wilson. He's been around, savvy veteran. Keep that glove on the guy. You've been there, Mike.
The other thing he did is he sticks his foot in front of the bag, and you can see he still hasn't been able to get there, and that right there is the reason why he's not able to keep his hand on the base as he slides by. A lot of times guys will come in like that when they can grab the corner of the bag to stop their momentum, and he wasn't able to do that because Jack had his foot out in front of it. He's having a good game, getting a chance to play third. A couple of great diving catches and throwing runners out, and then on that play, good throw by Franklin Gutierrez, by the way.
I think Sizemore underestimated the strength of that arm. Slap shot, base hit. 2 hits for Ichiro. It's in the 121.
I was actually surprised that he tried to go to third on that play. There's really not much of an advantage getting there. He was already in scoring position, and Franklin always, as Ichiro slaps this ball in the left field for a base hit, but Franklin always gets behind the baseball in such good shape. Fundamentally, he's about as sound as it gets, and most of the time when a base runner sees an outfielder set up the way Franklin is, they'll just shut it down, but he decided to go for it, and it cost him.
Goody's center field crew enjoying what they are seeing here today. Ichiro's on the move. Been a while. 2-1 ball game. Money bag time. I got Ichiro's last stolen base last Wednesday in New York.
Looks like Brendan was thinking about trying to bunt for a hit.
Case of the base runner coming in hand first, is there better advantage coming in sliding as opposed to coming in hand first?
Well, you know, the next time that he comes in there and Jack's playing third, it'll probably be feet first. You know, I think so many times of the runners they're going and you can see them scrambling, they dive from so far away, just trying everything they can to get into there, and it's not a bad play to dive into third, I don't think.
Wow, Baltimore bunt chop. How about that? Did he beat it? He
It
did!
looked like he was going to push bunt that. It ends up bouncing straight up in the air. Brendan runs well and ends up getting a base hit out of it. Take a look at it. Yeah, he was going to try to push that to second. Gonzalez gets there in good shape.
Gets a base hit for his troubles. 2-hit day, 2 for 2 with a walk. This is going to be an interesting at bat. Ackley took a full third strike on a 3-2 pitch. Back in the third to end that inning. See what he does here. 2-1 score.
Mariners have speed everywhere. Ichiro out at second, Brendan Ryan at first, and Ackley runs well. The hitter.
How about that? That base hit by Ryan was the 8th hit for the Mariners. And hard to Weeks. They get 1. Rosales, no. Ichiro to third.
And this is what speed will do for you. Ball hit firmly, but tough play to turn 2 on with Ackley running. See Brendan Ryan trying to get into Rosales, the shortstop, coming across the bag. Mike Garp was in this situation his first time up, ended up hitting into a double play. See if he can get something in the air this time. He also had a base hit his last time up and scored a run.
Mariners not looking to sit on 2 runs by any stretch of the imagination. It's Carter takes a strike. Mariner offensive numbers across the board can only go one place, up.
And Mike has not had a lot of opportunities against the left-handers, but coming into the game hitting .333, 5 for 15, 1 for 2 today.
One out, 2 on. Runners at the corners. 1-2.
Next pitch will be 80.
Two. Two home runs, 11 runs batted in. 2-2 pitch. Third baseman comes over. Sizemore to get it. Run scores on the play. The Mariners take a 3-1 lead. Brings in another run. Ichiro scores. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. RBI 12 for Carp. Ackley moves to second. Casper Wells, strikeout, walk and a run scored.
Lukey's still throwing in the Mariner pen, so it looks like Charlie's day is done.
Furbish certainly made a good account of himself, retiring the first 13 men that he faced. Tough hop, coming around Ackley. Throw by Willingham. It is offline. He scores, and it's 4-1 as Casper Wells drives in another run for the Mariners. So Casper Wells in a few days here in Seattle paying some big dividends. Wells with his fourth Mariner RBI.
Casper Wells liking his new home here in Seattle. It's a ground ball, eats up Sizemore at third. And again, Ackley, Mariners with a lot of speed, scores on the play. Watch his ball come up on him, just eats him up.
Nice job. See if Gutierrez can keep it going. He's the sixth hitter to the plate here in the fifth inning. Couple runs on the board. RBIs by Carp and Wells. Runner goes. Throw by Landon Powell is not in time. Stolen base. Wells his second bag since joining the Mariners.
First move, takes off, doesn't worry about reading it, just going to guess that he's going to home. It's a good throw by Landon Powell, the backup catcher. Weeks can't handle the throw.
0-1 to Gutierrez. Breaking ball for strike, 0-2. Nine hits for the Mariners in this 4-1 lead. Swung on a miss by Gutierrez, but a good inning as the Mariners send 6 men to the plate. They score twice on 3 hits and leave a runner. It's 4-1. Seattle's Josh Lukey will take over on the mound after a fine outing by Charlie Furbish. Josh, how about that? His first major league start as a Mariner, and it's his longest start in the major leagues in his short tenure. He was outstanding, retiring the first 13 men.
Perfect through 4 in the third. Charlie, again, I think Eric Wedge would have taken 5 innings of his work. Only gives up the 1 earned run, 62 pitches, 44 of them for strikes. Didn't walk anybody today. Only gave up the 2 hits, back-to-back doubles. That cost him a run. But an outstanding start for Charlie.
Josh Lukey takes over.
Numbers for Lukey. Better fastball than when he was up here earlier. Everybody encouraged by that. You see his fastball 94. We see him at 96 miles an hour. At times earlier in the year he was around 91, 92. And it's made a difference. He's pitched much better since being recalled.
Josh made his big league debut back on April 3rd against these A's. 1-1 pitch. Fought off. Set down the line. No play for home. Rookie recalled on July 21. Count evens at 2-2. Going back is Ryan. Coming in Hallman. Hallman takes control. One out here in the 6th. Let's check in with Angie Mentink.
Guys, great day for baseball. Let's play 2. No, not 2 baseball games. One a baseball game and a soccer game. Maryland's playing a matinee, but both the soccer teams here in the Northwest will be playing tonight. Across the street, the Sounders will take on a team from Panama in the second leg of CONCACAF Champions League preliminary round. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Tickets are available. And then down in Portland, the Timbers play host to the Galaxy. Game time 7:30 in the Rose City at Jolfwyn Field. Dave, back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you. Here is Landon Powell, flied out to center, his first at bat. A lot of good stuff here in this ball game. Jack Wilson, 3 really good plays, a couple of dives. He makes a heck of a tag, prevents the runner from getting to third. Get Karp with an RBI ground out. Casper Wells with an RBI single and a stolen base. Josh Bard, backup catcher. And he drove in 2. And then Charlie Furbish, perfect through the first 13 headers. Oh no, that's why we show up at the ballpark. Big 2.
See from Lukey, last couple of fastballs, 95 miles an hour. I don't know what he did when he went to AAA, but he's come back up here with better velocity, and it's helped him.
That was his trademark. Fastball hammered. Base hit by Powell, 1 out. Here in the 6th. Keep your eye going. Green by riding Sound Transit to work. Visit soundtransit.org for details. Top of the order. Bring up Jamal Weeks. Fouled out to Karp and struck out. .66 is going to feel like 20 when we get down to Texas, where the heat index is $110. Soak it all in now, Mike.
I am enjoying the day. Perfect.
Let me take some video to remind me. Josh Bard didn't like the last couple of pitches. Lukey came over with Smoke and Bevan. And infielder Matt Lawson for Cliff Lee and Mark Lowe last July 9. back on a strike train, 2-1.
Started weeks off with a couple of off-speed pitches. I'm not sure why. Has a good fastball going, and Weeks a patient hitter, a good hitter. 289 right now, came into the game hitting 291. There you go. Locate a couple of fastballs.
Changes things. Two and two. Slow runner. Powell at first. Swung on and missed. And Weeks is gone. So Lukey with his first strikeout. There's two down now here in the sixth.
And after a couple of fastballs, now he goes to the off-speed pitch. Weeks trying to say that he had a piece of it. The home plate umpire, Mike Everett, wasn't buying. Sends it back to the dugout.
Coco Chris fouled out. Right fielder Casper Wells made a nice run and catch in foul territory. And then Jack Wilson took a base hit away from him. Mariners play Chris straight away, not too deep. One and one. Bounces one up there. Athletics will have a day off. They'll fly east to Tampa Bay. Play 3 there, take Monday off, and then fly north to Toronto, and then come home for Texas, Baltimore, and Toronto. Mariners make their final visit to Oakland early September. Hey, Dad, hope you came packing with a lot of bucks. A lot of good eats. 2-2. Fish and chips. Walked out, was down the concourse going out to see the King's Court yesterday. All of the multiple cuisines that are here at Safeco Field. 2-2. Christmas worked the full count. Lookie out of Covington, Kentucky. 6'5", 220 pounds. '17th round pick by the Rangers in June '07. Runner goes, and this one hit to center field. Gutierrez right there. And that will do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, one man left to the home 6. Bard, Wilson, and Holman coming up. field, the last couple of seats on the corner. You get to take in the city to your left, the ballpark to your right. Beautiful. Outstanding. There you are up there. If you like heights without being up, say, with Mike Blauer's blimp height, that works pretty well. Was that Detroit we had the blimp?
Yeah.
Mike declined all invitations to join the pilot.
I didn't see you jumping out of your seat. How about that?
I left my ticket at home. Two-0 to Bard leading off. Good day for Bard with a big 2-run single in the 4th inning. Mariner RBIs today. Bard a 2-run single in the 4th. Carp in the 5th, an RBI ground out. Base hit by Wells. Counted for the 4 runs. 9 hits for the Mariners.
It's a huge base hit from Bard. I thought. You mentioned in the 4th inning, he comes up with that base hit. But Franklin Gutierrez sacrificed bunts in the 4th. That's early in the game. So Eric Wedge was trying to make something happen, and it paid off for him because of the base hit by Bard.
Bard works a walk. Start here to the 6th inning. Walk number 3 by Gio Gonzalez. Gio Gonzalez is done to this point. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. 4 runs on 9 hits. Zach Wilson trying to push bunt.
Saw that play work out well for Brendan Ryan. With the push bunt, bounced it off the plate. Was able to beat it out.
Well, after reading so many stories, the old days of Negro League Baseball, early days of Major League Baseball, I love that play. Push bunt, pop this one up. Powell's got a chance. Nice play. Josh Bard gets back.
That's a great play by Powell.
That's right, because you got the bat and the on-deck circle right there. And not to mention that railing.
And the sun. Take a look at it. Popped up over by the on-deck circle. And Bard, not the fleece of foot, but good concentration. And he has to make that catch with the catcher's glove.
Powell's a big man.
Yeah.
Drag that backhand. Hope, see if he's okay.
I think he broke a piece of his equipment, it looks like.
Yep. Strap on the right leg. Needs another shin guard. Jordan Norberto, recent call-up.
We saw him Monday night.
Yep.
That's a good fastball. Had a tough time commanding his pitches.
Let's take a look at upcoming matchups for the Mariners. They go to Anaheim. Jason Vargas scheduled to go against Jared Weaver. Now Weaver suspended for that fracas in Detroit a couple of days ago. Let's see what the appeal will be about. But Jason looking to end a personal losing streak on his end. Things have gone a little bit south for him. He's lost 5 in a row, 6 of 7. 5.27 ERA during that stretch.
Saturday. There you go. Yeah, new shin guards for him. See if we can get him to work. A really good matchup on Saturday. Bevan, a couple of young pitchers. Bevan going up against Tyler Chatwood for the Angels.
Angels swinging the bat to see that Mark Trumbo hit his 20th home run yesterday. There's a reminder coming up on Friday, August 12th. Mariners Wives annual My Favorite Things basket auction. Mariners host the Red Sox. Mariners Wives, they put together baskets of their husband's favorite things, including CDs, autographed and game-used items, and more. Baskets will be auctioned off via silent auction, Section 128. All proceeds benefit Mariners Care. For tickets, visit mariners.com. So Landon Pala's back after a fine play. Retiring Jack Wilson. Here's Greg Hallman. Hallman today, a couple of strikeouts. Breaking ball in a 2-2 pitch. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Good count here for Greg, 2-0. Just joining us, Charlie Furbish, in his first Mariners start was perfect through the first 13 hitters and gave up back-to-back doubles. He's got on the board. You're right about that in between there, Mike, on Hallman.
Well, you can see that he gets into a hitter's count 2-0, and he's late on the fastball. And when you're young and you're used to playing every day, and you get up here to this level, and you're not playing on a daily basis, you don't really know what to do to stay sharp as he gets into the fastball in the inside corner. It's a tough way to go for the younger players, but he'll have to learn how to do that. Because early on, he seemed like he was on everything, and he was playing right away. But
everything centered in right field. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out again. Strikeout number 8 for Gonzalez. 2 outs here in the 6th. Time now for Benner Bank Building to the future. Veteran Willie Mopena. How about this? 308. 2 runs, a homer. That home run is first at bat. He told batting coach Alonzo Powell, he's all, I'm going deep here. I'm going deep, I'm telling you. He hit a moonshot, I'm told, by Sean Kelly. That was just ridiculous down at Tacoma. As you know, he's got big power. It's a matter of being more consistent with it. Bounced around. He had a couple of moments with Arizona before they let him go this year. I believe he started out the season with Cincinnati.
Ichiro with a couple of base hits and scored a run. It's 2 for 3.
Gonzalez over the century mark in pitches. He's ahead of Ichiro, 0-2. Strike 3 call. Had him on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 9 for Gio Gonzalez. So we're through 6. Mariners, though, have a 4-1 lead.
Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Sterling Savings Bank. Visit one of our 178 branches or go to SterlingSavingsBank.com. It looks fake. It's so perfect, doesn't it?
There's nothing fake about this. This is the real deal. I love the shot we had earlier of Mount Rainier, which is fantastic as we were looking south here from Safeco Field. Josh Luecke, second inning for him. Hideki Matsui is his first hitter here in the 7th. Matsui, Willingham, and Connor Jackson. He's been a busy man in this series, Franklin Gutierrez.
He has been.
18 putouts, 8 the first night, 5 last night, and 5 today.
That is Davis. Good pitching.
Yeah.
Use the biggest part of the park and hit it to your best outfielder and let him do the rest.
Bard must have gotten dinged. Like ever given a chance to shake it off. Easier said than done. Two and one. Matsui fly to center, ground out to second. Three and one. Let's get a kick out of watching Matsui. The exact same routine after these many thousands of at-bats.
Has not changed, and it's working for him now. Josh Willingham waiting on deck.
Checks that label. Fouls one off here. His hand's still pretty quick, as we saw last night. Matsui with 3 hits and hit the ball hard all 3 times. Good crowd, 29,691 here. Safeco Field. Payoff here to Matsui. Lost it. Leadoff walk brings up Josh Willingham. Combination of Furbush and Luecke helped the Athletics to run on 3 hits. Back-to-back doubles in the 5th. And then Powell got a base hit in the 6th. Back-to-back doubles, Jackson and Sizemore, that produced the first run.
.30 pitches now for Josh. Jamie Wright getting loose in the Mariners bullpen. I think 40 is probably it for Luecke. There's Jamie.
Infield at double play depth. Foul ball. One, two. Did hit him. Tried to sell it. No sale.
Did not hit him. I'm not sure how it missed him.
Hey, give it a shot.
Yep.
I used to have guys in basketball. I got hit. And just flop. Get a call. 3 and 2. A lot of pitches by Luecke. Payoff. Fighting the sun is Gutierrez. It's the job done. That's put out number 19 on the series, number 6 for today. Every major leaguer hopes to find their power stroke to help them be successful on the field. Well, Ford has their power stroke every day at Northwest Ford stores near you with their power stroke drivetrain in all Ford sport utilities and pickup trucks. Go to Ford.com for more information. 1 out, 1 on here in the 7th. Gunnar Jackson 1 for 2, double to left off the top of the fence.
Not many first pitch strikes from Josh. They 7 batters, just 1 first pitch strike to him. Right now 36 pitches, 18 balls, 18 strikes.
One thing to throw hard, but can you throw it for strikes?
Well, you're out there with a 4-1 lead. You don't want to walk batters.
Guys in the infield looking for double play. They get a little antsy too. Dude, throw a strike. One. He went. Josh Bard asked for the appeal. Chris Guccione said he went. 2-2.
Trying to lay off an off-speed pitch, and yes, he did.
Up the middle. Base hit. Back-to-back hits for Connor Jackson.
Looks like that'll be it for Lukey. Eric Wedge coming out of the dugout. As you see, this ball bounces up the middle, actually trying to keep it on the infield. Not much of a chance for him to do that.
Pitching change. Jimmy Wright will take over. 4-1 lead for the Mariners here on this glorious day in Seattle here at Mariners Baseball. Proposal time at the ballpark. Patrick and Jess. Survey says yes. How about that?
Congratulations.
It's a long walk home if he had said no.
That takes guts,
You
man.
ain't lying, boy. It really does. Good for you. Congratulations. She is caught by surprise. We got a story to tell her kids and some video to show.
Well, Jamie Wright will take over now. Josh Lukey's day is done. And Jamie, a couple pitches, get himself a ground ball. As you look at his numbers, a 3.88 ERA, 46 in the third innings pitch for Jamie Wright, 30 strikeouts.
One, Jamie Wright entered Monday's game. 2 outs through 2 pitches and got an out. And through a scoreless 8th inning. Mariners 8-4 win. There's a strikeout.
It's like Aaron Laffey, the left-hander, getting loose now in the Mariners' pen.
Signs again. Two and one. Sizemore, a couple of flyouts to center, an RBI double in the 5th. Count evens at 2-2. There's Aaron Laffey. With the ball club that sent down to Tacoma, did not play in Tacoma, came right back. A couple of player moves, roster moves made in the last few days. Full count. Deck, Adam Rosales. Jamie Wright walks his first hitter, and all that has done is load him up. When you're traveling outside the Northwest this season, don't forget to take the Mariners with you wherever you go. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. You'll see every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer and your favorite devices. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Got a situation here. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the hitter's Adam Rosales, who's 0 for 2. Mariners up 4-1.
A's bases loaded with just 1 hit in the inning. Single up the middle from Jackson.
Chance for 2. Ackley turns, got it. Ryan Ackley and Cart, nice firm. They turn a double play, get out of trouble, and the Mariners lead holds at 4-1. You're right. Once again, just got out of a spot. Got a double play ground ball to get out of a bases loaded situation. Second double play today for the Mariners. And here in the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Ryan Ackley and Carp 2, 3, and 4 against Gio Gonzalez, who's thrown 6 innings of 9 strikeout ball. He's walked 3. And he's given up 4 runs on 9 hits.
Brendan Ryan 2 for 2 on the day with a walk.
Ball 1 to Brendan. Ryan tried to bunt his way on, did. Back in the 5th, it was a Baltimore chop bunt, if you will. It went straight down to the plate and had a lot of hang time, and he was able to beat it out.
.105 pitches for Gonzalez.
Two. Mariners will take off tomorrow for Anaheim. Jason Vargas against Jared Weaver. Weaver's scheduled to throw, but as you know, he was suspended the other day. We'll see how that sorts itself out. I'm sure he's going to appeal. 2-2. Then it's Blake Bevan against Tyler Chatwood, and then Sunday Felix Hernandez against Urban Santana. Santana 2 starts ago threw a no-hitter, and then I think it was last night before last, threw another complete game victory. Here's Ryan. He's aboard. With a walk. It's a 4th walk. Well, we showed you the lucky couple a few minutes ago. Here's Angie Mentic with more.
Yeah, I have got them, and this is really nerve-wracking. Patrick and Jess, by the way. Patrick, this is really nerve-wracking if it's just the 2 of you, but in front of thousands of people, are you crazy?
Well, I had to go big.
All right, go big or go home. I like it. Okay, so were you completely shocked?
Yeah, completely. Did not expect it today. I mean, we talked about it, but it wasn't, we didn't really talked about it officially, I guess. Yeah.
All right, tell me about your ring, because it's bigger than your hand. I mean, you've got to be thrilled with that.
It's actually my 21st birthday ring that he bought me, and it looks like he took the pearl out of it. I thought it had gone missing, and it looks like he just put a diamond into it. It's perfect. I love it. I couldn't have done better myself.
And Dave, I think the best part of this is now they don't have to explain to everybody how Patrick proposed, because everybody saw it.
That's so true. Major points, Patrick. Well done. Congratulations. Ackley swings and misses. He's behind 0-2. Ryan, he's at first.
A little bit surprised to see Gonzalez come back out. Hasn't been particularly sharp today. He was over 100 pitches to start the inning. He walks the first batter that he faces in Brendan Ryan. Bob Melvin going with him. 111 pitches for him now.
One off his season high in strikeouts. He had 10 against Kansas City on June 16th. Tristan Magnuson warming up for the A's. 1-2 pitch. Right to the line, to the second baseman. Weeks. It's a nice play by the first baseman, Connor Jackson, to prevent a throwing error. 1 out.
First baseman Mike.
It looked like maybe they had a play on Brendan Ryan at first as Ackley lines his ball to the second baseman, Weeks. They take one step and on his way back. Really good play.
Here's Cut. Hit into a double play, got a single and an RBI ground out.
was a good fastball. 95 miles an hour on that last pitch.
Here's Gonzalez pitching in the 7th. This is the deepest he's gone in the last 3 starts. He went 7 in a win against the Angels on July 17th. Since then, 4 2/3 against the Yankees. He got tattooed in that game. 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Next start against Minnesota. It lost that one as well. 5 1/3, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. 0-2 pitch. Back this cat and mouse game between Ryan and Gio Gonzalez. Ryan's 8 out of 10 in base stealing this year. Pitch out. Keep going. Two, pretty good lead by Ryan. Carp line drive, base hit. Left center field, Ryan in full gallop. He's going to go to third and make it easily. Second time we've seen him go first to third today. So the Mariners in business here in the 7th inning with 1 out, runners at the corners. Mike Carp's second hit today.
Solid base hit, line drive into left center field. And Brendan Ryan, knowing that Coco Crisp cannot throw, decides to go. Play right in front of him. A lot of times you won't think about it, but he knows he can't throw, so he just continues to run on over to third. Gets himself into great shape as far as scoring position goes. Just 1 out now. Casper Wells get a chance to drive in a run.
2 on, 1 out in the 7th. The Mariners have chased Gio Gonzalez. Back with the pitching change in a moment. To you by AT&T. By Money Tree, looking for a loan with more time to repay? Apply for a Money Tree payday loan online at moneytreeinc.com. And by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax. Look at that day we're enjoying here in Seattle. Work day, but a lot of people have made their way here to Safeco Field. 26,691, enjoying a 4-1 Mariner lead. 4 runs on 10 hits as they've chased A's starter Gio Gonzalez.
Gonzalez was not sharp coming into the game, and he wasn't sharp today. 117 pitches to get through 6 1/3. He's given up 4 runs. He's responsible for the 2 base runners that are out there right now as Magnuson takes over for him. His number 7.56 ERA, only 8 1/3 innings pitched for him, 7 strikeouts, a couple of walks. He has given up 2 home runs.
Magnuson's third stint with the ball club this year, recalled Wednesday from Sacramento, the AAA affiliate. First time facing the Mariners. Mariners in pretty good shape here, trying to get something done with Ryan at third and Carp at first. Magnuson went 4-2 with a 2.98 ERA in 30 games, all out of the pen. There's 1-1 here. Wells popped it up. Jackson takes a look. He's got no play. Jasper Wells, a strikeout. Walking a run scored. RBI single and a stolen base back in the 5th inning. Did not go, as is Chris Guccione. 2-2. Mariners, a good little run here. They've won 3 of 4 and 4 of 6 since that disastrous 17-game losing streak. Full count now to Wells. Mariners have one heck of a stretch coming up. I suggest a continuation. Bob Melvin, a former skipper here. Mariners have a heck of a schedule with the Angels, Rangers coming up, Toronto, Boston. Tampa Bay, Cleveland, the White Sox, and the Angels to get you through the month of August. Payoff. Bouncing ball, base hit. Casper Wells drives in another runner. Ryan scores. To third goes Carp. He's in safely. 5-1 Mariners. A 2 RBI day for Casper Wells. Got 2 hits on the day as well.
He just goes through the other side of the infield. You have Weeks. You can't even see him in the picture. He's playing up the middle. Entire right side of the infield is open. Connor Jackson, the first baseman, having to hold Carp on at first. Can't get off the bag quickly enough, and Carp moves all the way around to third for Franklin Gutierrez.
Casper Wells' his friends and family back in the Schenectady, New York area get to enjoy this day in daylight as opposed to having to stay up late fighting sleep at night watching the games from the East Coast, watching the games here from Seattle. I'm sure they're enjoying this one. Here's Gutierrez. Let's not forget the sacrifice bunt he laid down in the 4th after Carp and Wells had reached on a single and a walk respectively, and then Bard followed with a 2-run single. Chopper down to the third baseman. Bobbles! He's in trouble. Everybody's safe. Another run scores. 6-1 Mariners. On E5 on Sizemore.
Franklin will pick up an RBI as Carp scores on. Looked like he wanted to go to second. Bobbles goes across the diamond. Franklin Gutierrez always hustling, able to beat it out. But that will be an error on Sizemore, the third baseman.
You mentioned an RBI after Goody. That's his 11th. 6-1 lead for the Mariners. The number 2's been a good one. 2 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 here in the 7th.
Josh Bard, the switch hitter, will turn around and hit left-handed now. Hitting right-handed, he was 1 for 2 with a walk. Drove in a couple of runs.
Big one to Josh. 1 out. Wells at second. Gutierrez at first. First time the Mariners are seeing Tristan Magnuson. There's the error being posted on the operator board. plate, 1-2. Josh Bart going against Tristan Magnuson, who was born in Vancouver, British Columbia, now lives in Louisville, Kentucky. 6'7", 210. Just turned 26 years old in June. Matter of fact, on D-Day anniversary, June 6th. Magnuson came over from Toronto with Danny Farquhar and Rajay Davis last November. Saw plenty of Davis when we were in Toronto recently, and he'll be back here in the middle of the month with the Jays. Fly ball left field towards the line. Willingham fighting the sun, makes the catch. Runners retreat. 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 on here in the 7th. Couple of runs in for the Mariners. And Root Sports, reminder, we're looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. Throughout the season, we're going to be going state to state to find the most passionate fans in our region. This month, we want to hear from devoted fans in Idaho. So log on right now, rootsports.com. Show us what you got. Show us why you're one of the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fans. 7th man to the plate here for the Mariners. This is Jack Wilson.
The Mariners 1 through 6 hitters today are 9 for 20. They've scored 6 runs, driven in 4, and have 3 walks. A lot of guys getting healthy today.
Let's keep that going for the Angels and Texas road trip. This one foul straight back. Runs on 11 hits for the Mariners. 2 to Jack Wilson. Jack with a base hit to left, strikeout, foul out. Mariners went for 8 runs on 16 hits on Monday. By 3 call. That'll do it. Mariners do pick up 2 runs in this inning. Wells and Gutierrez with the RBI. 6-1 Seattle. Deuces Wild for the Mariners in innings 4, 5, and 7. A lot of productivity in the middle of the order. And good to see the Mariner offense continue to work itself out of a season-long funk.
And a great spot start for Charlie Furbish.
Let's not forget that part of the story. He
Wow.
was perfect through the first 13 men that he faced. Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney today, strikeout and a fly to left. Gio Gonzalez ERA taking a beating today with 6 earned runs.
Came into the game, Gonzalez did, with a 2.84 ERA, and that was after struggling his previous 2 starts. Well, this will add to it.
Sweeney just staying alive. It's a foul ball. Oh, 2. On a play. To left field, Hallman is there for the catch.
A lot of speed for the Mariners in their outfield today, with Holman in left, Gutierrez in center, and Casper Wells out in right field today. Ichiro the DH. Has to be able to cover the gaps easily.
Landon Powell, the catcher, backs up Kurt Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 today. One and one. Now going against Jamie Wright, who has 11 holds. It's tied for 15th in the American League. Boston's Daniel Bard has 25. He leads the league. Two. Foul to be followed by Jemile Weeks. Casper Wells is driven in 2 runs. Josh Bard's driven in 2. He did is with an RBI, and Cart with an RBI, accounting for the Mariner runs.
Casper Wells is doing exactly what you want to when you go to a new organization. Try to impress him right away, and he has done that. Swing the bat well. Played some good defense.
Swing and a miss. Boy, he got full big time. 2 outs. Good strikeout for Jamie Wright.
With this last pitch, Powell thinking he's going to get a fastball. Instead, it's a breaking ball, and that swing looks like it's underwater. Completely fooled on the pitch.
Top of the order in Weeks. Strike 1. One and 1 to Weeks, fouled out to the first baseman. It's twice struck out. Shepard. Jamie will take it himself. And that will do it. Jamie Ray, nice work here in the 8th inning. Home 8th coming up. Holman, Ichiro, and Ryan coming your way. Mariners lead it by the count of 6-1. And a reminder, you can sign up for Root Sports Red Alerts. Get updates on when to watch your favorite team, stay informed on the biggest events in Northwest sports, and receive exclusive offers and giveaways. All you have to do is text FAN to 95323 to get in on all the action. Good day here for the Mariners on a bright, sunny Wednesday. Delighted to have you with us here in Root Sports. 29,691 on hand there, having a good time. And third A's pitcher takes over, Jordan Norberto.
Norberto so far just pitched 1 inning for the A's. We saw him the other night. Monday night he came in and pitched. Did have a walk. Good fastball. He'll be 91, 92 miles an hour. See if Greg Holman can get on a fastball and hit something hard somewhere. Get him back on track. He's had a tough day.
Yes, he has 3 Ks. Quick one to Greg. Holman followed by Ichiro and Ryan coming up here in the 8th. Jeff Gray. His assignment the 9th inning with a 5-run lead. Broken bat. Holman can run. Play by Rosales. A fine one. 1 out. See, we got rally fries here.
A little late in the day, but we're going ahead and give him to Sean. He's 11 years old. Came over from Port Townsend. One of the many kids here at the ballpark today. Good to see all the kids out. There you go, buddy. Enjoy it. Have a good time. Safe trip back home. Please deposit. Well, there you go.
That's cute. Very cute.
You get to share with your brother.
Buzz on Ichiro. Got 2 hits and a run scored today. Struck out on 3 pitches. Looking in the 6th.
That's up.
Talked about the tough day Gio Gonzalez had with his ERA. It went from 2.84 to 3.10. Find its way through. Rosales, no play. Ichiro, 3-hit day. Gives him 122 on the season. Let's check it with Angie Menter.
Hey guys, we watched Charlie Furbush pitch for the Mariners today. One of the guys sent away by the M's makes his Tiger debut tonight. Doug Fisher is going to be on the hill in Detroit as the Motor City Kitties try to sweep the Texas Rangers. Matt Harrison gets the ball for Texas. Reliever David Pauly made his Tigers debut last night. He went 2/3 of an inning and didn't allow a run in the Tigers video. Dave, back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's Brendan Ryan after Ichiro picks up his 3rd hit of the day. See if Ryan can match it. Couple of hits, couple of walks, and a run scored for Brendan today. Weeks. Ichiro's back. Two outs.
Roberto looks more comfortable today than when we saw him on Monday. Tough time commanding his fastball. Again, he's only pitched 1 inning coming into this game, and that was on Monday. Throwing more strikes.
Line drive, left field. Chris has to play the bounce. Another hit for Dustin Ackley, his 2nd today.
This is the 13th hit of the day for the Mariners as Ackley hits the ball hard. Line drive into center field.
We've invited you fans to text the favorite part of this Mariners A's series. We'll see your replies at the bottom of the screen. 95323. Text in. Strike one to Carp. 2 hits. Got a single left, single to right. He scored both times. Got an RBI and hit into a double play.
Mike has his average up to 289 now.
Evens at 1-1. Slicing drive. That's another base hit for Carp. Ichiro will score easily. 7-1 Mariners. Mike Carp with a 3-hit, 2 RBI day, batting out of the 4-hole. Really getting the job done. That's hit number 14.
And what they've done is they've given themselves a lot of opportunities in this series to drive in runs, and they've been picking the guys up. Carp, another solid base hit, so he'll pick up another RBI as he drives in Ichiro. Casper Wells having a good series also. He'll step in now, see if he can add to it. Casper base hits his last 2 times up. Couple of RBIs for him. He's stolen a base, scored a run.
Well, the Mariners are going to be sad to see the A's leave town. First game, 8 runs, 16 hits. They put another run on the board there, Mr. Harrelson. Put another run on the board. Yes. You got 4 runs, 6 hits, and today look at that, 7 and 14. That's a total 19 runs, 36 hits. Drive deep to left. Stay fair. Foul ball.
But he had a breaking ball that was down and in. Dropped the barrel to it, but couldn't keep it fair. Take a look at the swing by Casper Wells. Head right down there on it as it's diving down in under his hands. That is just foul.
7-1 Mariners. Looking for more. 2 men on. Ackley at second, Carp at first. Wells behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Wells is gone, but Mariners add on. A 3-hit day for Mike Carp. He's driven in 2. Jeff Gray will come in, lockdown duty. 7-1 Mariners. Sense of cool there. Enjoying the nice afternoon here at Safeco Field. Jeff Gray coming off an outstanding performance last night, his best as a Mariner.
And Jeff Gray going to take over for David Pauley in his role. Ends up with a couple of strikeouts in last night's game, throwing the ball hard. He's 94, 95 miles an hour. Getting an opportunity now that David Pauley has moved on to the Detroit Tigers.
Gray getting out of a bases loaded 8th inning situation last night. That was something else. Couple strikeouts. That a little pep to his step.
His number is a 2.56 ERA, 18 strikeouts to 8 walks. He's only given up 1 home run this year. Opponent's average 2.56.
Coco Crisp, his first hitter. Ackley can't get it, base hit. Hit number 5 for Oakland.
Diving effort from Ackley, but he can't come up with it.
Here's Matsui. He's 0 for 2 today. Walked his last time up.
Good looking pitch.
Three consecutive balls here now.
Josh Bard, not liking something. He's seeing from Jeff Grace. Go on, give him a message. You can get him back in the strike zone up by 6 runs.
Like he wasn't following through. And Suey 2 for 2 against Jeff Gray. Back to the strike. Three one, hit hard, base hit. Crisp had to make sure that it wasn't cut. So here come the A's here.
A couple of solid base hits for the A's in this inning. Matsui lines it into right field again. He's been a hot hitter. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Brings up Josh Willingham. 0 for 3 today.
And a little bit of a scramble out in the Mariners' pen.
He is the home run punch on this team with 15. The only A's player with double figures in home runs. And Gray falls behind 1-0.
Dan Cortez going to get loose in a hurry.
There's a strike, 1-1. Grace all over. 2-1. Got in a situation last night, gave up a base hit. 1 out base hit. The fielder's choice loaded him up, and then he got Suzuki. Sogard to strike out to get out of a bases loaded jam. It's 2-1 here.
Falling behind again, 3-1.
He gives up a first pitch hit to Crisp. 3-1 pitch to Matsui, base hit to right now. He's 3-1 to Willingham. Full count. Mariners have turned 2 twice today. Could use one here. Payoff pitch. Well hit. Deep left center field. Goody's going to watch this one travel. It's gone. 3-run homer. Josh Willingham, his 16th. Takes his RBI total to 61. The A's have made a dent in this lead. It's now 7-4. Got him on a 3-2 pitch, a 3-run homer.
93-mile-an-hour fastball. Josh Bart set it down the middle, and that's where it ends up. Willingham hits it out into the pen. Mariners still up by 3 runs, but they haven't been able to get anybody out yet.
Brandon Lake probably thought he had today off with a 7-1 lead. He may have thought it.
This now becomes a safe situation, so he'll get it cranked up in a hurry.
408 feet on that home run by Willingham, his 16th. And here comes Eric Wedge. He's going to make a change. Gray comes in after a sterling performance yesterday. And last night, can't get anybody out here. Single, boom, 3-run homer. So 7-4, nobody out. 9th inning. Pitching change as Gray exits. Mariners up by 3. Jeff Gray didn't have it today. So Eric Wedge back to the bullpen. And they bring in Cortes, who is recalled just a few days ago on July 29th when Jack Cuss was designated for assignment.
Only 2 2/3 innings so far for Dan. Plus fastball. He'll be in the mid 90s, 95, 96 mile an hour range. See if he can work ahead of some hitters. And there's Willingham with his 3-run home run.
Chris single to right. Matsui single to right. Deep drive left center field home run for Willingham. Here's Connor Jackson. He's reached his last 2 times up. A double off the top of the fence in the 8th inning. And a single to center. Some popped up. Ackley will take care of it. Right in the sun, and gets the job done there. One out. Dan Cortes, a very hard thrower. Young man out of Pomona, California. 6'6", 230. Turned 24 in March. Sizemore the hitter.
And he is throwing hard this afternoon, 96 miles an hour.
And he's getting after it. 2-1. 4 games last year with the Mariners, 0-1, a 3.38 ERA. 2-1. Get that corner in this. 3-1 now to Sizemore. He walked him. Mariners keep edging towards the cliff here.
And that'll be it. Eric Wedge was just trying to give Brandon League an opportunity to get loose, and he's ready to go, so he's going to go right to his closer.
Cortes gets a pop-up, a walk. Mid-afternoon BLT here for Brandon League time. Didn't expect to see him, but then we should know better than to say something like that with a 7-1 lead.
That's right.
Because you never know. The little game summary here, shall we? Take you back to the 4th inning. Josh Barr.
Josh Barr drives the ball hard back up the middle. Drives in a couple of runs to get the Mariners on the scoreboard as Casper Wells comes around from second. Things are looking good early.
5th inning. How about this drive here? Into the corner by Sizemore. Back-to-back doubles. This after Furbish was perfect through the first 13 men.
There's an RBI for Mike Carpet, ground out, but he'll pick up an RBI.
Casper Wells, wicked hop. Gets past Sizemore. Ackley scores easily. In the 7th, Wells.
Yep, looks a ground ball through the right side of the infield. He'll drive in another run. Mike Carp hustles into third base.
And Gutierrez, bouncing ball. Bobbled by Sizemore. Everybody's safe. Another run scores. Carp comes in. 8th inning, here's Carp again. What a day, huh?
He's been swinging well since being recalled from Tacoma. Worked his way into the cleanup spot. That's where he's been for the last 4 or 5 games. Taking advantage of that.
Josh Willingham goes boom here. 3-run homer after Chris and Matsui had signaled to right. That off of Jeff Gray. Didn't retire anybody in the 3 hitters that he faced, so he's chased. Cortes comes in, gets an out, then a walk, and now Brandon League.
Brandon League, a 3.16 ERA, 42 2/3 innings for him. This is a save opportunity. He has 25 saves on the year. Opponents average 233. 30 strikeouts to 8 walks.
So his first hitter is going to be Rosales. There's where Brandon stands in the league. Here's a guy that was thought to be, when started the season, be a setup guy for David Ardsman. Right, how things change. Gonzalez 0 for 2 against Lee. All one. Lee came in, got a save last night. Went 1, 2, 3 in the ninth. Strike 1-1. Runner at first is Sizemore. 1-1 the count. 2-1. League is the sixth Mariner pitcher today. Charlie Furbish, Josh Lukey, Jamie Wright, Jeff Gray, Dan Cortez, and now Lee. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bob Melvin's team trying to steal a win here. They're down 7-1.
Brandon staying with his fastball. All 96-mile-an-hour heaters. Rosales hasn't broken his split out yet.
Two and two. Oh boy, took a lot off of that.
Well, that was the first split finger that he's thrown. Missed with it in off the plate.
Payoff pitch. Broken bat, Looper. Ackley's got it. 2 outs. Seventh man coming to the plate here in the ninth inning. It's Ryan Sweeney. Good crowd, 29,691. Mariners closing in on a sweep, 1 out away. Runner goes, gets second on indifference. Sizemore moving up. Sweeney 0 for 5 against Lee. 1-0. On the line, foul. To Ryan Sweeney. Dribbles one to Ackley. This will do it right here. Ackley throws over to Kirk, and that's the ball game. Mariners win it 7-4. They sweep the A's. It's their first sweep since winning at San Diego May 20, 21, and 22. How about Charlie Furbish? First Mariner win. He had a hit parade today. The Mariners bang out 14 as they've now won 4 of their last 5 and 5 of the last 7 games.
A lot of big days for the Mariners hitters. Ichiro with 3 hits in the game today. Brendan Ryan had a couple of hits. Karp drives in 2 runs. Wells 2 runs. Josh Bart got things started with a base hit. Different looking lineup today. Different looking defense for the Mariners, but it works out for Eric Wedge. The A's try to make a late run at him. But with 7 runs on the scoreboard, Brandon Lee shuts things down and gets another save for him, his 26th of the year.
How about the Mariners in this series? 19 runs on 36 hits to sweep away the A's. And they pick up a full game on the A's.